Hey, I'm sweating. I don't know why. Hey guys, it's Casey. Welcome to or back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about BU because you guys seem to like those videos.
Are you listening? Damn.
I just graduated from BU this past spring, so I thought I would make a pros and cons video about BU, and I'll probably make one more video on my experience, my whole 4 years there. People have asked me to do this video a few times now, so I thought I'd finally do it. Just FYI, this is my personal opinion and my experience, so don't quote me on anything, because I may like things that you hated and I may not enjoy things that you loved, so don't sue me if any of this is wrong or, you know, not agreed upon by the population, okay? So we're gonna start with the pros. One of the reasons I chose BU was because of its large amount of students. I really liked that because if I, tripped and fell on the sidewalk one day in front of a group of people, I may never see those people again. So, I don't know, it was just nice knowing not every person knew your business. It's such a big school. Because I know I had friends that went to like small schools and it was just like everyone knew everyone. Like I went to a Tufts party once and everyone just looked at me and my friends because they just knew we weren't from there. So I don't know, it was nice just like kind of blending in. I also don't know if I'm phrasing any of this well. I keep touching my hair because I don't know how to make it look nice, but I'm gonna stop doing that. But yeah, I'm trying to phrase all this in the best way. Hopefully it makes sense to you. I'm sorry if I'm stupid with words. Coming from a small high school, I had about 200 kids in my grade. I know it's not the smallest, it's definitely not the largest. We were all kind of similar, and coming to BU, it's people from all over the world, which was really cool. I had like someone from Italy in one of my classes. Like, it was just cool to meet people from all over the world, and there's definitely a lot of international students. Also, I'm looking at my laptop because I wrote notes down so I remember what I'm gonna say, so I'm sorry if that's annoying. I'll try to look at the camera. But yeah, it was just cool to meet people with unique backgrounds and perspectives. Next reason is the gym is great. There's the lazy river. Need I say more? Yes, I went in it only 2 times. I should have capitalized on that more. There's also a rock climbing wall, which I didn't capitalize on, but you know, what are you gonna do? But lazy river's super fun. One of the biggest reasons, location. You're literally right in the middle of the city. Like, we don't have campus, which everyone makes fun of, but that was one of the reasons that was so great. Like, you walk one way, it's Newberry, like the other way is Alston. Like, you can just walk everywhere. Fenway is literally right on campus. Everything is so close, and I had friends that went to other schools that ended up transferring because they hated being stuck on campus and being stuck in that college bubble. Like, I know not everyone's into partying, and like, it's just nice not being stuck there. You can go out to movies or like go thrifting, I don't know, just go sightseeing. Also, Boston is known as a college town, so you're right near Harvard, MIT, Northeastern. Like, if you don't get along with people from BU, you can literally go meet people from another college and like make friends there. Like, it's so great to just be able to just hang out with all different people. I know we used to go to parties and like mixers at other schools, so it was just fun to like meet people and kind of see how their experience was, and go to a Harvard party and like see what that was like. It was a good time. It was cool being like not stuck with only BU. Personally thought Boston just felt a lot safer and cleaner than New York City. It's a lot smaller, so you can kind of learn your way around, and it feels less overwhelming than a big city like New York City. There's lots of stuff to do always. Since you're in the middle of the city, there's concerts, there's like never-ending food places you can try, there's museums, I don't know, duck boat tours. there's a lot of stuff to do. I went to a few concerts while I was there. I saw Mine at House of Blues, I think. My friends and I saw Surfaces. We were like the oldest people there besides the moms with their 13-year-old daughters, but that was really fun too. Another good thing is that you're very close to the airport. I never really thought about this, but like people from other schools I think have to travel pretty far, and it's just like stressful getting to and from school if you live far away, but When I went away for spring break, I went to the airport and it's literally like 20-ish minute Uber ride, like very easy commute, very painless. Another pro about BU is that transportation is literally in the middle of campus. Like there's the green line of the T, so you can just hop on that. It's not free, but you can go all over. It's definitely cheaper than Ubering everywhere. And then there's also the BU bus, which people do hate on. I found it pretty reliable, honestly. There's an app, you can see when it's coming, or you can just like ask one of the bus guys. You do have to fight your way on when it's not COVID times, but honestly when COVID hit I missed having to pack onto the bus, so it's just, I don't know, it's fun. Everyone stands, you fit like 50 people on a bus that should fit 20, like it's a good time. It's part of the BU experience, and that is free, so that's really nice. You can go from one end of campus to the other. I learned my senior year, too late, that you could take it to Newbury Street, which I wish I knew and didn't spend Ubers on, but yeah, it's usually every 20-30 minutes, I want to say, but I always took that to class because I lived in Stu V2, which is West Campus, and I would have to go all the way to Com, which is East Campus, so the bus was very helpful for that. So yes, it is late or you have to fight your way on, but it is free and it takes you from one end of campus all the way to the other, so I do not complain. Another pro about BU is that there are great dorms. A lot of the comments I got in one of my move-in videos was how nice our dorm is, how beautiful the view is. I think like literally we had one of the best views in the city of Boston. They're not cheap, I will say that. They're definitely more expensive dorms, but the views are A1, and there is strict security, which can be annoying at times, but it's definitely worth it and you feel really safe, so I never felt like I was gonna get attacked in my sleep. Now, this is another pro. I may get roasted for this, may get attacked, but I thought the dining halls were great. People do hate on the food, but I have seen way worse at other schools. My friends have told me some scary stories, so yeah, I think BU has really good food. There's lots of options if you're like gluten-free or just can't eat certain foods. You can see the menus online, which is helpful. I discovered Mongolian Grill in Warren Towers is bomb. It's like rice and they just grill everything in front of you. You can like pick what you want in it. I didn't discover it till second semester, which was a little stupid of me, but once I did, that's like literally what I would eat every day that they had it. There's lots of chains on campus. There's Basho, Panda Express, there's Chipotle, and they just got a Taco Bell Cantina, which was the best thing ever second semester. They used to have Jamba Juice, but they got rid of it, which was really horrible and evil, and I'm still mad about it, but my freshman year, that's what I lived on, so that was a good one. Also, you can order Domino's Pizza with your dining points, so that's pretty cool. You don't have to spend your real money, and you get a discount code. Another pro is that partying and Greek life is there if you're into that. I think people in Boston agree, like BU does have good parties, but if you're not into that, it's not like a big deal. I think Greek life is pretty small percentage on campus. It's not like the South where that's like everything and you have to do that to have a social life, so I think that's very good. You can like be a part of that or not, and if you were not a part of it, you don't really notice it at all. So I personally was in a sorority and that's how I met most of my best friends, but like I know that it's not for everyone, and trust me, there's plenty of other stuff to do if you're not into that. Another pro is that you don't rush until second semester as a girl, which I thought was really good because you can meet other people your first semester, and like I feel like people at other schools, they come into the school, they rush, and then those people are like all their friends, but if you don't rush till second semester, you're kind of forced to meet friends from other groups, like from classes or from outside a sorority, so then when you do rush, you just like make even more friends. In my opinion, that's what I liked, but I know other people just like wish that they rushed right away so they weren't so miserable. I thought it was a good idea, but I know people will disagree on that. Another pro, Marathon Monday. A great time. It's a BU tradition. You have no class on a Monday, while pretty much every other college not in Boston has school. People run the marathon. some people go watch, but a lot of students go party and start drinking at 6 in the morning, which sounds insane looking back, but it was so fun. Another pro, probably one of the main reasons I even went to BU, was that it has a great film program. Most schools don't have film, even as a major, so that was literally like why I went there. Another pro is that there's tons of clubs and organizations. In the beginning of the year, when you're a freshman, there's an event called Splash that everyone goes to. It's just kind of tables of all different clubs and organizations. It can be definitely overwhelming, but it was really cool just to see like how much BU has to offer and things you can join, and you could literally like go up to every table, like take a pamphlet, like join every single thing, and then figure out what you like and like quit everything else. Clubs wise, I did BU TV 10. I don't know if I count as a club, but it was a job really. I got to film the sports at BU and I got paid, which was really cool. So it was like experience and just a campus job, which was great. Some of my friends did it. That's actually how I met like 3 of my best friends there, so that was really cool. And yeah, you just learn a lot. You get to actually film, and it's cool. You literally get paid to like watch the BU sports games, so it was a good time. Another pro is the faculty. Of course, there are good and bad professors, just like any school, but my senior year especially, I had amazing professors, especially in the film department. I can still reach out to them today, like it wouldn't feel weird, like they're just nice humans, and they really took the time to know their students, because by senior year you're in like pretty small classes. Like I had like 20-ish people per class. Also, a lot of the professors have actual like jobs, and teaching is kind of their like side hustle. I had a professor that was like a real cinematographer in real life, and then he like taught classes. I had one that was an editor and then just taught like 1 class a week. It was just cool because they know so much. Another pro is that the academics are great. People complain about it. I definitely was annoyed, but BU does have really hard classes, and this can be seen as a negative or a positive, kind of depending on you. But coming into BU, I did not know how to study. I never really had to study in high school. I could just kind of like float by like reviewing notes, but when I got to BU, I thought I could do that, and I was getting C's, and I was like, what the heck? Like, I don't know how to actually study because I never had to do this before. But once I figured out how to study, then I enjoyed it, because you really have to push yourself and like actually learn the things. You can't just float along and get A's. So Chem 101, I've heard, is like one of the hardest. I had a friend that was in it, and he was just like hating everything, and I think he said the class average was like a 40 or something. Like it's just very hard, but going with that, like you do learn a lot because it's not easy. You're forced to really try and learn. The last pro that I can think of is the study abroad programs are amazing, and there's literally so many options. Like a lot of schools I don't even think have study abroad programs, and that was another reason why I came to BU, because I just saw like all the options they had. I knew I wanted to go abroad. I love traveling, as I'm sure a lot of you know. I went to Australia my junior year, and I did get sent home early because of COVID, but it was phenomenal, like a great program. They really were so nice there, all our advisors and everything. It may have been just because Australia was so great, the people were great, but it was just cool that BU has all these, like there's a campus in London. Like it's just very cool how international it is and how you have so many opportunities to go all over. Now we're gonna get to the cons. I honestly don't have that many listed. There's a lot more pros and cons. I'm definitely forgetting a lot of pros and cons. Like I definitely couldn't think of every possible thing. There's definitely a lot more positive things, and I'm sure some negative things that I didn't think of, but this is all that I got for now. You can feel free to ask any other questions you have below. So for the cons. Number 1, the wind tunnels. There are a lot of places on campus where you just get hit with wind and it feels like you're in like Chicago, the Windy City. I don't know what it is, but outside Stuvie, my building, I literally would have to like run in just to like fight the wind and be able to make it in. And there's like one wind tunnel outside West Campus too, where you just get whacked by wind and your eyes are tearing and you're screaming and yelling, and yeah, it does get cold. Campus as a whole gets seasonal depression because it just gets like cold and gray and you're sad and yeah. But then when the sun comes out in spring, everyone's just like 10 times happier. So campus is pretty ugly in the winter. It's only nice when graduation is coming along and BU knows all the parents are coming, so they plant tons of flowers and stuff to make parents impressed. It's honestly kind of gray and not that pretty most of the time of the year. Since you're in the middle of the city, it's not very green. There is the BU beach and the Esplanade, which are nice, great places to hang out, but for the most part it's pretty much like sidewalk and street. Also, West Campus does feel more green and naturey to me. Another con, possibly the biggest one, is the cost. BU is not cheap. It's very expensive. Everything there is expensive. It's getting more expensive every year. Since you're also in the city, you spend a lot just because it's like restaurants and you want to do so much. Textbooks are expensive. That goes for any school, but my tip is to rent it from the bookstore, or if you can, rent it online from Amazon, because then it's like super cheap. You don't have to pay $100, and a lot of times you don't even end up using it. So if you wait like a week and see if you're gonna actually need it, or find someone that took the class already and ask them if they used the book, then that's also a hack, because I ended up like buying all mine freshman year and then like half of them I didn't use. So I learned throughout the years to just wait, see the vibe, and then you probably don't end up needing to buy it. Another con that I suffered only for 1 year, thankfully, there is no AC in a lot of the freshman dorms. There's none in Warren and there's none in West, so it's only super hot for like the, I don't know, first month or two, so it ends up cooling down. But I remember I felt like I was at summer camp. Like, it was so bad trying to fall asleep. You need like all your fans to hit you. So as a freshman, definitely bring a fan. Another con is that there is no football, so you don't get to tailgate like a lot of other colleges. It's not the end of the world, but I don't know, it did feel like there wasn't as much school spirit. The last con I could think of, it's not necessarily a con, I think it can be a good thing, but your hand will not be held. In high school, you know, they like make mandatory meetings with advisors, they like help you along. At BU, and I'm sure other schools too, you have to make the appointments yourself. You're an adult now, they're not going to hold your hand. The advisors are there for you, they're really helpful, but you have to reach out and make the appointment yourself. They're not going to like go out of their way and make sure you're taking all the classes you need to. That is up to you. Housing can also be confusing, so your hand is not going to be held for that. Like, it's your job to kind of find the ins and outs, talk to someone older, like let them help you with housing. Just if you need help, don't be afraid to ask for it, because people are happy to help you. You just have to make that step to ask for help. Okay, that is it for the video. I hope you guys got some inside knowledge. I hope nobody hates me for what I've said. Don't quote me on anything. Remember, this is all my opinion, my experience. Okay, so I hope I conveyed everything in a somewhat understandable way. I hope you all have a beautiful day, beautiful rest of your week, and comment below if you have any questions about BU. I'd be happy to try to help. I studied film and TV at BU in the College of Communications, by the way. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe please so I can hit 10K, because I'm so close that I could scream. I hope you like my slippers. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye!